So far, we're done with the Git model, Git controller, and now it's time for us to do the Git view, in which we create a simple form that allows user to create a Git with the title and the category from the drop-down selection as a step one, just like what you see here. Now, on top of the form, it would be nice to display a progress with a step like this. Now, we can do that easily with the Boolmar, and if you go into the Boolmar, components, and step, and here exactly is the one that we're going to build. And you can click on show code to have a quick look to this. Right, so for the active step, it's going to be say is active and it's set for the color green. All right, now I just prepared this for you, so please go into my GitHub and click on T64 and hit on step. And what I want you to do is just copy this line. Just copy, and let's go back to our project under F, views, and let's say Git, and let's open the new. All right, so I'll just remove this one and paste. Okay, so basically you got a very nice step in here, right? And under here we're going to create our form. By the way, under the views Git, we don't need the create file, so I just right click and remove this one. And also we don't need the update page, so just click remove. All right, we just need new, edit, and show. And then down below this comment, we're going to create our form for the Git. So here what I'm going to say, form for and put a Git, and we could say HTML, and we're going to pass the class be steps content. All right, and then we say margin left we say 100 and margin right 100, and then do F. All right, just like that, and make sure that you go to end. Okay. All right, so inside here, I'm going to create a new div with a field, and inside that, just create a new label with the class label. And here we say Git. Maybe Git title, and then we go to f.text area for the title, and we say auto complete title, and the class would be text area. Alright, so I'll just copy this one and create another field, which is category. Obviously this one is a selection, so I'm going to remove this one. Is f.select, and we're going to pass the category ID. All right, and again we're going to use the options for select, and we're going to pass the add categories variable that we got, and we're going to say map, and here we need to transform this one to an array because of the add categories that we got from controller. If you open it, Git controller that we got from here. So once you open the new form, all right, it's going to execute this one, and it's going to get the add Git from here and add categories from here. This one is a collection of categories, so to be able to display inside the select, we need to transform it to an array. So that's why we're going to use a map helper here, and we're going to say we're going to transform it to c.name and we c ID. All right, so we got the values display name, and the value would be the ID. All right, what else do we need? Oh, okay, the last thing, we need to create a div, a field, and is grouped, or is grouped center, and then we say margin top 25. Okay, so inside here just create new hedge with the class button is light, and we say cancel. Alright, href, just give it that, and then we say the submit app.submit, save and continue. And for the class we're going to say button is primary. Alright, hit save. Alright, now that looks good. Let's start our server. Okay, so let's go back to our browser, and let's just say if you want to go to gigs/new, hit enter. Hey, look at this. So now we got first we got a very nice step in here, which is good. We got the gig title, the text area, nice. The only thing that we don't have is the categories is blank. Now if you open the database, we don't have anything inside the categories at the moment, so that's why we don't have anything in displaying here. Now in the level 2, we will build our super admin dashboard that allows admin to create categories, but for now we just manually import dummy data into here for testing purpose. Now for that reason, I'm going to use a gem called Faker. If you go into Google, GitHub gem Faker, and you should come up with this. Just click on this link. So basically this is a gems, and we're going to use it to generate the dummy data for our database so that we can test, debug, and see how things work. If you want to learn more about the different function to generate different information, you can go here. So let me scroll down. For example, you can call company, just click on this one. Yeah, here's the thing. So maybe you search for the name, and here's what we got. Alright, etc. I'll let you play around with this one, but for us, let's go back to our project and let's open our gem file, and I'm going to type gem faker. Alright, and the version we're going to use by the time is 1.9.3. Alright, hit save. Now going to terminal, let's stop the server and run the bundle. Alright, so in the meantime, I want you to go back to my GitHub, and let's click on T64 and hit on seed. Right, so I'll just prepare the code for you to create some dummy categories and some dummy user. Right, so just copy this one, hit copy. Now go back here. Alright, it just installed successfully, great, and I'll just click on. Now if you go to the DB, and you can see that the seed file, right under here. Now as its name suggests, here's a file to seed your database with some data, and we're going to write some Ruby code to create dummy users and categories. So I'll just paste here. Alright, now that is just a Ruby code. I'm going to run a loop 10 times, and I'm just create categories. And then for the name category, I'm just using faker.job.unique field. Alright, to make sure that's the field is unique. Without this one, you can have a duplicate name. Alright, first I'm going to save the file. Now for the user, alright, I'm going to create 5 user with your full name, email, about, the password. I'm going to use 123456. From, I'm going to use Faker address, country, and so on. The interesting thing here is for the user avatar. Now, because we're going to use active storage, so the syntax would be user.avatar.attach, and we're going to pass the IO image. Alright, we just create an image, and it could be, and I'm going to using this service. If you just copy this one, just copy back here, and maybe just paste on here, and here is yep. So it's by default it's going to generate a random avatar for you. This is very cool. All right. So let's go back here in a terminal. First, I'm gonna run Rails DB seed. All right, hit enter. So it's gonna run the seed file for us. Now make sure that you run it one time only. Otherwise, if you run it second time, it's gonna duplicate everything in here. All right, I got a typo with just language. All right, hit save. Now just rerun it. Okay, I think I just run it second time, so it's gonna duplicate the categories, but that's fine. If we go back to our Posticore, hit refresh. All right, so now we got 20 categories, which is good. If you go into the users table as well, yep. So before we just got these 2, and now we got 5 more. Awesome. Now let's start a server. All right, so let's close this one and let's go back to our project, hit refresh. Hey, so now we can have a list of categories. One more thing, I just want to show user. Let's start with maybe 4. Hey, look at this. So now we got avatars, random avatar. You got the bio, language. Great. Let's try 6. That's really cool. All right, now let's go back to our gigs slot, new, hit enter, and let's just create a new one. Now, what before that, I want to show you, if you open the pricings, you don't have anything, right? If you open the gigs, you don't have anything yet. Now we're going to create a new one. I will do sell for your blog. Let's say that. And the category, just say for the design, it's safe. Hey, it's safe. And it's just going to the edit page. Good. Now what I want you to do, just go back here inside the gig, hit refresh. Awesome. So now we just got the title, the active files, and this one files by default. The user is ID, because we say, if you go into the gig controller, we say just create a gig with current user.gig. So because the current user is 3 and the category is 3. All right. And if you open the pricing table and see, immediately it just create 3 records. All right, we don't have anything here. We just got the gig ID and we just got the pricing type.